Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great St. Patrick's Day. This is the shirt I wear every year to school on St. Patrick's Day. I wanted to see if you could pick up on the two errors there in the chemicals that are listed out on there. Hey, everybody. Today I am baking bread. I kind of talked to you a little bit about the science behind it and sort of my scientific method of what I'm doing. Here's my packet of yeast, and there's little organisms in there. Right? What I'm going to do is add them to water. Right? Oops, drop. And then they're going to get activated by the heat. They like a warmer environment. And I just gave them a little food there. Right? In the sugar. So they're actually a fungus. Right? And what we're doing here, activating them. Right? And it's going to be a couple minutes. They will take off and start foaming. So here's my scale. And I use a scale for everything when cooking. I'm going to put my big mixing bowl up on it. It's going to go on my mixer. I'm just going to hit 0. Right? As I look at my recipe over here, sorry for the shoddy camera work, it's going to tell me specifically, right, for my water, 303 grams. So that's what I'm going to add. So rather than try to measure out my water, I'm going to bring my spigot over here. It's lukewarm water. I'm going to weigh it out that way. That's a little more. Let's see if it falls within my range here. Yep, to 340. Now, when I go to add my next ingredient, which is honey, I'm simply going to hit this button here and go back to 0 and add my next ingredient. So now if you look, I started out with a 1/4 cup. See that foam on the top? That is my yeast growing and multiplying in here. So what they've done is they've eaten the sugar and they've put off a carbon dioxide as one of the byproducts of what they've done. So I'm going to take this, add it in here. So now I have much more yeast than just that original packet that I had. Alright, so I've mixed my flour, water, or I used milk, water, no eggs. I'm trying to think of my other ingredients in here. Some sugar. Oh, I got them here. Some butter and some salt. Yeah, I used sugar instead of honey. It worked out alright. Now I can post this up if anybody's interested in it. But there it is, and here what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cover it. And if you kind of can see from the side here how big it is, it's got the yeast in it. We're going to cover it and let the yeast do its work. Okay, so it's been an hour. If you remember, I was about here when I started. The bread dough has doubled in size, or close to it. And that's what's going on here. You can kind of see some bubbles in there. You'll see some more when I open it. So what's going on here is the yeast that's in here is consuming the carbohydrates or the complex sugars as it's in here. And it's releasing that gas just like it did at the beginning. It's got much more yeast in it now than it did. What I'm going to do is flatten it out, put it into my loaf pan, and then have it go expand again. So as you can see here, it raised up again in the pan. It is now up at the top here. It's ready to bake. And voila! Not too much longer than it was anticipated. Took a decent part of the day. Pretty happy with everything all in all. Got a little stuck to the pan, so it got a little malformed, but it still tastes really good. Cheap, easy way. You guys can try to do some science at home. I'm going to post a YouTube video with this on Schoology showing how to do it. I'm sorry, the science behind it. Stay safe. Have a good day. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.